Yo, what's up, y'all? It's Killer B, the doggone Witchfinder General. You got a witch, I'll burn them up. First of all, I'm sorry I haven't been on here as much as I should be. Um, I thank all my supporters that's still out there supporting me. All my members. It's greatly appreciated. You guys are still out here behind me. And also all the people that's keeping up the work, like my main man, Nagy Springfield, Alon, aka Vengeance. Y'all go check out their channels, and some others and stuff that's out there. I just want to address, yo, what up, Shamiyan? What up, boy? What's going on? I like to address some shit real quick, yo. Y'all know how I get down, and yo, I like to address some of these so-called ex-Hebrew Israelite cult members, right? Um, I'm gonna cut right to the chase. Old boy Gadaliah, Chalkma, Hawkma, or whatever, how you ever want to pronounce that shit, right? I've seen some videos, like he's supposed to be out of the cult, right? And he got a lot of Christians out there. Shout out to my real Christians out there, like Sister Cherry, right there doing the work. She doing the work right here, like waking up these people and stuff. And I feel some kind of way how they be like trying to help brothers and sisters and stuff. And I feel like people like Sister Cherry and stuff, a lot of people be trying to use them to gain an audience or start up um their own cult. I'm keeping it funky, right? And my old boy, I just saw a video this morning, right? And he's talking about, oh, like if you your ancestors, talking about people ancestors, I smell my ancestors, like my great grandmama's perfume, or my the dead, like basically saying that the your dead relatives and stuff like that, they can't communicate with you, or if they're communicating with you, that's really a demon and all this stuff, right? If you want to believe that, it's on you. If you don't want to believe that, it's still on you, right? Um, like 99.9% of religions in the world have ancestor worship, right? Um, and like I said, if y'all want to deal with that, you can deal with. You can have your own beliefs. I ain't got no problem with y'all beliefs. The problem I got is manipulation and how people are set out to mislead people. Or set out to mislead people. Like if you don't believe that, right, and somebody else does, right, you could voice your opinion why you don't believe that, right? That's not misleading, right? That just saying, hey, you want to jump on my side of the fence? You know what I mean? Or you want to jump on my side of the fence? Whatever, right? But if you do saying one thing and doing things intentionally to mislead people just to believe, not to believe what you believe, but to get somebody to believe your bullshit that you know you don't fucking believe, right? So I saw that shit. I'm like, all right, whatever. Then he comes back with some shit, another video right behind it, talking about, God spoke to me and shit. Like, nigga, God spoke to you, nigga? Jesus spoke to you, nigga? And I've been hearing a lot of that shit from him. Like he having all these revelations. Well, I dreamed and the Most High gave me a vision. And like, nigga, you sound like one of these motherfucking, these motherfucking mega church motherfuckers and shit. Like, I'm just like, yo, this shit got me mad this morning, yo. I listen to this. I hit up Sister Cherry. She's like, oh, Gadaliah or Chalkma, whatever the hell you want to call herself, the anointed, right? Now he calling himself the anointed on the channel. She's like, he a Christian. I like that nigga ain't no fucking Christian. Yeah, he is. I like that nigga ain't no Christian. Oh boy, a sidekick, Brother Brian, he like, yeah, he's a Christian. That nigga ain't no Christian. Now I'm gonna say it again. That nigga ain't no Christian, right? And I had to prove it to him. And this video, he's talking about, oh, we proving that we the Israelites and shit. Nigga, how the fuck you gonna leave the Israelite cult and still be a fucking Israelite? Right? And like my main man brother Alon, right? AKA Vengeance. Y'all go check him out. And like, if y'all want to have revelations, I've been having revelations. That brother gonna get completely up out of that shit. Cause I always joke with him. I'm like, yo, when I'm gonna see you doing videos with the 3-piece suit on, bro. Oh, Bishop Alon. You heard what I said too, Bishop Alon. Cause the man been through the fire. I've seen it with my own eyes. Now he could be running a goddamn porn studio in his basement and be the biggest fentanyl dealer in Virginia, as far as I know, right? But what he has showed me and what I've seen with my own eyes, he been through the fire, right? He been through the shit. Like he's seen what this shit does through the things that when we was in Torah nights, what we done to him, right? And I like for him to speak on that too, on how he was hanging with us and his cult leader, right? I'm gonna say I know he has some kind of respect for them niggas, but I don't. I ain't got no respect for them niggas, right? But so I'm gonna keep it funky. They gonna tell him that God gonna kill him. God spits you out. You out of the congregation. Why? Because you hanging with other brothers that don't believe in the New Testament. That God gonna kill you. You might as well kill your motherfucking self. Right? So he came to us like when I forgot how the shit exactly went. Right? But he made a video. It was a real depressing video. It was almost like he was about to get his cell phone out of here. Right? And we laughed. The things we did was horrific. The way we handled that, it was horrific. Right? And he got it from both ends. So now he in the middle of what he thought was doing right and what his cult leaders said was against God. And God's gonna kill him for it. Right? He was trying to, he always tried to be brothers to people, even if they don't believe exactly what he believe in. He did a whole lot for Torah. Torah Nights wouldn't have been what Torah Nights was. It wasn't for when Alon came in. Alon and what was his name? Damn, I don't know how I forgot this brother name. Y'all know who I'm talking about. David Israel, Chief Rabbi David Israel, right? Oh boy, it said without them two, they started Torah Nights Radio. Judah Nazareth would not be on no live streams if it wasn't for Vengeance and Rabbi David Israel, right? So let me get back on this shit, right? So, like I said, I see Vengeance go through the fire, right? And he come out greater than everybody. And I keep telling him, I'm like, yo, you gonna see the light in this shit, nigga. You gonna get the fuck on out of here. You're gonna get the fuck up out of this goddamn coach shit. And the nigga got a whole leg out that motherfucker right now. He still got a couple toes up in that motherfucker. But we working on him. He working on himself. Right? You know what I'm saying? And like I said pretty soon I'll be seeing Bishop Vengeance with his 3-piece suit on, right? But on that side, before I get back on this nigga and shit, on that side, I'm like, yo, y'all brothers gotta put away the whole shit. Like, he see all the bullshit in the cult, but you gotta completely leave the cult, man. You gotta leave the cult. You gotta I see a lot of people like, and it's the internet Israelite shit too. Like I used to tell people, it's more dangerous than a motherfucking organization, because an internet Israelite, they're gonna pick and choose what the fuck they want to do. Right? And they gonna lean so-called to their own understanding when they coming up in some shit not knowing a goddamn thing they fucking self. You know what I'm saying? So ex-Israelites still saying Yahweh Yahweh Shai. That's cult shit. That has no historical basis. That has no, I guess you could say, for the lack of a better way of saying, grammatical, like, you know what I mean? And the language and shit, that shit don't exist. That's some made up shit by the cult. So embracing that still puts you giving reverence to the cult, or still holding on to the cult ideas, and still leading people to believe in shit that can, like, even if they stop fucking with you, to go right back up in the cult. Right? And a lot of things, oh, we Israelite, we not no goddamn fucking Israelites. The Native Americans ain't no motherfucking Israelites. The Hispanics, Puerto Ricans, they sure the hell ain't no damn Israelites. And you boogly woogly Africans and so-called African Americans are not Israelites in no way, shape, form, or fashion. So, especially us African Americans, and I see this Hispanic community, they just totally just gone off the ring. That's cult city right there. What they doing, right? Cult, whatever, delusional, Puerto Rican or Hispanic supremacy or whatever they think they doing. Like, they totally retarded when it comes down to this, right? Even more than the blacks. So, like, the blacks, like, we got a problem with some superiority thing, and based on all this Afrocentric stuff, all this Black Power stuff, we got some kind of problem with this being where we at, or being in the line where your ass supposed to be in the line, right? We want to be the top. We want to say we the supreme being of the natural earth and all this shit, right? So we want to say that we Israelites, we the head of all these people in the world. No, you're not, nigga. Right? I got my views on the scriptures historically or whatever. Right? That's my personal like thing. Right? I'm not saying I'm still studying stuff. Right? So I know one thing: we ain't no goddamn Israelites. But yeah, I miss David Israel too, shout me out. He ain't dead or nothing. He just out there somewhere. So say, like, we want to be the heads, right? And what the scriptures tell you. Don't it say, like, the first gonna be last gonna be first? And don't it tell you that the ones that you least likely think that are gonna make it are gonna be the ones that make it? So you niggas wanting to climb to the top of the totem pole ain't always a good look. Ain't always a good look. You better wait to the end and let the Most High put you at the top. You better let the Most High put you at the top. You put yourself at the top is doing yourself, is not doing yourself a favor. It is being proven that you're not doing the people that you so-called teaching or waking up a favor either. Now back to this nigga, right? So that's my little thing. I like, you know, some of these Israelites, they see the bullshit in the cult and still want to hang on to them motherfucking teachings. You can't say you leave the cult and still hang on to the fucking teachings. That's ass backwards. I know I give mad leeway to the people just figuring the shit out. You know, they gotta wean that shit up off of them. Just like a drug addict and shit. They can't just stop. You know what I'm saying? You gotta try to weed like that. It's like y'all niggas gotta take y'all methadone, motherfucker. Y'all niggas gotta take y'all cold methadone, right? Sometimes that cold methadone have you more cut out than the motherfucking shit itself. Know what I'm saying? So back to this nigga, right? He up there talking about, oh, I seen a vision. My screen kind of cracked. So he had a thing where somebody put up something, I guess, talking about Putin and how they gonna destroy America and all this shit. Man, that's the most Alexander Highslop shit. Some crackety ass cracker shit. So y'all can say, and you under the same breath, you can talk about we as Israelites. We as Israelites. The Lord can show us that we Israelites, nigga. And I see you try to start your own IUIC, nigga. You might as well just say Israelite United, motherfuckers, or something. Make up some name just like IUIC, cause you kicking the same shit you was taught in the fucking cult, nigga. You kicking the same shit. You just twisted it and try to keep it under another thing, and you trying to keep it Israelite. It's like I hit up some chick. I'm like, yo, this nigga Israelite with a Christian costume on. That's what that nigga doing. He using motherfuckers. And certain people, I might be talking about the same people, but certain people don't already warn me. I'm like, nah, yo, that nigga, he coming around. Then I started seeing the shit myself. Like I was talking to, like he was a good dude. Like I fucked with him when I was at IUIC. Like him and a couple other brothers and shit. We was in the head school in New York. Know what I'm saying? And like he was a younger dude. Like I like the dude. Like he was strong in his shit. And for somebody to be so young and serious, like with it, right? But sometimes that serious shit be some kind of mental illness and shit. I'm not saying the nigga crazy, but I'm saying the nigga crazy. Like Biggie said, yo, I'm playing, but I'm saying. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, you got all these goddamn visions, and these visions ain't scriptural, nigga. These visions are all based off the Hebrew Israelite rhetoric and this conspiracy theory shit. None of that shit you have in Revelations for is biblical. Or unless you coming out with some new shit, you about to write your newest addition to the New Testament that's about to come out in the future. You one of the writers, nigga, of the New Testament or the Kingdom Testament. If there is another testament that coming out, is that what you doing, nigga? Is that what you trying to do? This old America, the Great Babylon shit, that shit ain't in the scripture. There ain't no scriptural shit. That's some shit made up by Alexander Hyssop. Y'all go look up that nigga. Some crackety ass cracker, how y'all want to put it. I'm putting it, I gotta talk. I'm not saying trying to be racist and no shit like that. I'm just talking to a certain people, and these certain people don't get it unless you talk like a nigga. And that's a problem. That's another problem. You can't speak to people regular like a human being and shit. Cause they just walk all over you like and shit. You gotta talk to niggas like sometimes you gotta talk shit. You gotta hurt motherfuckers' feelings to get them to listen. Right? So yeah, this shit read by some cracky ass cracker. That shit ain't got nothing to do with no motherfucking. That nigga wasn't no Israelite. So did God speak to him and come up with that bullshit ass doctrine that the Hebrew Israelites and a whole lot of Jesus, the goddamn Jehovah Witnesses and all the other motherfuckers is using? Huh? Jehovah Witnesses use that same doctrine shit. So the Most High spoke to them in a vision and broke that shit down to them in a vision to go out there and speak to teach the truth for that bullshit. Cause that's what you doing, nigga. So just how you told that woman, cause the dead can't speak, right? Now, but you doing the same goddamn shit. Who told you that? When the nigga that made the shit up named Alexander Hyssop, and he wrote that shit in a book in 1800s, nigga. So the Most High set up Alexander Hyssop to teach the world and shit. A white man. Huh? That what you saying? That name don't sound African American. That name don't sound motherfucking Hispanic. That name don't sound African American. I mean, the Native American, nigga. And how about we do this and shit? You got that little peak out of front of your head. Well, that's supposed to be Satan, nigga. That was Satan got. When you see a picture of Satan, he got that little peak. What they call that shit? Don't they call that shit a devil's peak? Or I think they call it a widow's peak or some shit. But Count Dracula got that shit. Count Dracula evil. Count Dracula the goddamn devil, nigga. So when we see a motherfucker like that, can I have a revelation say when a motherfucker got that shit? See, he got that shit on there. He wicked. Can we do that? Cause that's what you doing. This how you talk about Nate, right? And we were talking about like Israel United in Christ and all that shit, right? And we was on some like little conspiracy shit we were trying to figure out. But I saw you kept taking that shit way to left field. I'm trying to be logical with the shit, and you talk about, oh, these niggas went down there to practice witchcraft. They is really a Mason and Nate is he went down there to deal with demons and fucking shit. I'm like, what the fuck is you talking about, nigga? What evidence do you have of that shit? How you gonna go to the people and kick some shit? You not coming on my channel. I think I even told you one time. You not coming on my channel talking about that dumb shit. Then come on and say, what if, or talk about a conspiracy theory and try to make sense of it. That's one thing. But this to come out and this to accuse some motherfucker of worshiping Satan and all types of shit, niggas, you crazy? And all the Satanists and shit. You don't even know nothing about Satanism, nigga. Satanists don't even worship no fucking God. They don't worship Satan or nothing. They don't even believe that shit. They just call themselves Satan and they believe in themselves. They're atheists. Some more shit the coat pump up in your head. And you so-called out the coat, but you got half your body still up in that motherfucker. Now, more than half your body. You only got one leg up out of that motherfucker. Really. And I see you try to make up some kind of group or some shit like to like make yourself like you established and it's a group that you can join and you can contact me and I can do contact you for what? If you just left the cult, nigga, you ain't got no business even saying shit about nothing. You need to get yourself together. You ain't got a story. You just a nigga that got hurt and left. You can't sorry. Like when I left the shit, I was like, yo, I ain't teach you a motherfucking thing. Well, what you gonna teach now? I ain't teaching a motherfucking thing. I ain't your daddy. You can teach your goddamn self. You taught yourself this goddamn Hebrew Israelite bullshit, and look where it got you, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So, like, and like I said, vengeance too. Like, he been through the fire. I see his how he handles certain situations, and I see how he bring up certain things to people. Like he knew this shit was bullshit. Like I knew the shit was bullshit when I was a Hebrew Israelite. first time I enjoyed the first 6 months, I was like, all right, these niggas is wilding right now. Like, okay, this history shit I get, which I didn't get. I thought I got it, but I didn't. Right? But I started to see the way the leadership worked and the way they acted and how they made promises to shit and they didn't fulfill them and all this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I had questions, but and then the way, like, it's fair to even ask questions or you ask the motherfucking questions and they get annoyed to the point where you just like, well, just fuck these niggas. I'm just listening to the scriptures. Just trying to figure this shit out on my own. This like Judah Nasty, right? I'm asking this nigga, I'm like, all right, so you saying this? It's good to see some new faces up in here, right? Can y'all tell me where I left off, where it cut off? Because I know it wasn't that long and shit. I rewind myself a little bit, if y'all can tell me. But yeah, I was saying, like, Chokma, Gadaliah, what I know you as is Chokma, Hawkma, however you pronounce that shit, right? The anointed or whatever, right? Like, you bugged the fuck out, nigga. Like, I'm just like, you making it seem like everybody should be listening to you, right? And nobody else, right? And that's the same thing Mr. Judah Nazareth and his mental illness and shit. Yo, what's the Swindle? Mr. Judah Nasty would do. Like, people get mad if you don't listen to them. Like, these niggas know they not right in the head. They know what they say. Sometimes they believe it, I guess. If you really that fucked up in the head, you actually believe your own bullshit. But they kind of demand you to accept what they're saying. And like I said, I see the anointed, aka the anointed, aka Gadaliah, aka Hawkman, where we will put it, right? Nigga, you can respond to this video and let me know what the call you and shit, right? So if I feel like doing a future video, I hope I don't have to make another one. In the future, I can pronounce your ass the way you want to be pronounced, right? But you were saying like, yeah, on Facebook, you telling motherfuckers to stay in the house. On this certain day, no one leave the house. I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, nigga, is you really staying in the house? Is you telling your wife and kids to keep their ass in the house? Y'all don't go anywhere. Something will happen to you. Don't go out the house. Like, nigga, what the fuck is you talking? Who the fuck is you, nigga? Is you some kind of messenger for the Lord? Because I think that's what you think. Like, some real shit. I really think you think the Most High sent you to speak to the world, and you got all these bullshit ass visions and shit that ain't got shit to do with the scriptures, but all wrapped up in conspiracy theory and crackety ass cracker books from the 1800s, nigga. That the Hebrew Israelites and the Jehovah's Witnesses is using. They ain't got shit to do with the Bible. Yeah, I find that shit very strange. If you telling somebody their grandmama ain't trying to communicate with them, how the fuck you gonna try to tell us that the Most High, or Yahweh Shai, Yahweh, whoever the fuck you want to pronounce any of that shit, is talking to your ass? Is talking to your ass, and we gotta listen because they communicating through you. Because the only person I know is a mediator to the Most High is Christ, nigga. That's the only person I know that's a mediator to the Most High. And he got all that shit in the book. That mystery Babylon and the America's Babylon, all that bullshit. That shit ain't in the scriptures, nigga. That, that shit is not in the scriptures. That is Alexander Hyslop, motherfucker. Read it. 1800, what is it? 1805 or 1855, some shit like that. Y'all go look it up and research it yourself. If that's the case, the Most High is speaking to cracky ass crackers now. Since y'all want to consider yourselves Israelites and the white people Edomites, right? So the Most High is speaking to the goddamn Edomites, the sons of Satan. his air supply and shit. You fat nigga. Most High gonna kill you, nigga, for being wicked. Speaking on Galileo prophecies. Right? So, like I was saying, man, niggas need to sit their fucking ass down somewhere, yo. And to the sincere ex-Israelite cult members, like, y'all gotta throw away the whole doctrine, yo. Y'all really do. Y'all have to, that's my advice. Y'all have to throw away the whole doctrine. You can't say you left the cult and still hold on to shit that originates in the cult. You can't do it. It's counterproductive because it'll all just, and number one, it'll backfire on you. Number one, it'll backfire on you because somebody approach you and be like, yo, um, why do you call God Yahweh? You gonna have to explain that shit. Like, you speaking against the Israelite cult, right? You speaking against the Israelite cult, and one of the people that leave it or that had never been in it and just like your teachings with how you teaching the scriptures and stuff like that, and then you come across and say Yahweh, you gonna have some explaining to do, and you might not want to explain it. It's gonna catch you off guard, and then what I told you, you're gonna realize it right at that point. It's gonna make you look bad. It is gonna make people look at you crazy as shit. Just imagine this, right? Somebody want to learn about the scriptures and stuff, right? And you talk about how you was an ex-Israelite, Hebrew Israelite cult member, and all this shit, and then you say Yahweh. Now, person that just wanted to learn about the scriptures coming, they never been in this shit. They don't know shit from it about it, and they come to you and they say, "Why do you call God Yahweh? I never heard that." Or Christ Yahweh Shai. You gonna have to explain that. Now, what you gonna tell them? What you gonna tell them? What you gonna tell them? Oh, Yahweh, that's the name of the Most High. But where can I study that name? Ariyah. Who's Ariyah? Oh, he was like one of the four founders of the Hebrew Israelite cult. You can look stupid as a motherfucker. Like, you can look like, you can be like, God damn, you not even gonna want to tell him. Tell me y'all want me, y'all tell answer the question to a motherfucker. Tell me that. I should do some shorts for ex Hebrew Israelites that still say Yahweh Shai. Questions. And niggas force niggas to answer that shit. Or America is the great Babylon and shit. Where's that in the scriptures? Where do you come up with? Where does it say that's America? Like, where did you get that from? Oh, Arya and Alexander Highslop. Know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna have to come up with some shit. And people are gonna see the deception. And it's not like you doing it on purpose. Like, you is doing it on purpose, but it's unwise. It's unwise. It's unwise. And so it's like you building a house, right? You almost done with the house, but you know your shit wasn't square when you built it. Is that a good way to put that shit, y'all? I hope my shit ain't go off. No, my shit ain't go off. Is that a good way of putting it? It's like y'all built the house, right? Because you got to build a house on the square. Everything got to be fucking even. Everything got to be right exact. When you first start the house, when you start laying the bricks, the shit got to be square. It got to be level. So you can build that house on unlevel ground, or the brick might be out of one brick might be out of place. But guess what? That shit could be faulty. Like niggas built bridges and, and doing construction, building buildings out here, and then a year or even in the middle of the construction, there was a building out here that they were doing construction on, and mad people died in that motherfucker. Construction workers died because there was some flaw in there that wasn't addressed or whatever, and the whole shit came down on everybody. Like they got nobody was working or living in there because the building was, but all the construction workers that was on that motherfucker died. That whole shit collapsed. Like you blew that motherfucker up. Or a motherfucker building a bridge and some shit faulty, a boat loose on that motherfucker. All of a sudden that shit just come down. You thought you had it all set up. You thought you had the perfect plan. That's a trivia question. Where that shit come from? Right. But it'll all come crumbling down on you. And you can look stupid as fuck. But some of you people, like Mr. Chalkwell, who I believe is being unsincere in what he's doing, will make up a uh damn. My screen cracked, so it's hard for me to see shit up on here. Uh, chat. All right, well, I apologize, y'all, because this shit retarded right now. Why ain't this shit going away? I can't see. All right, my battery's about to die as usual. But yeah, man, y'all gotta do better and shit out here. Um, so with that, all the wicked doers and shit, and all the manipulators, rest in peace. Not rest in peace, rest in piss. All right, and I'm out. Killer be the witch finder general. You got a witch. I'm burning the asses up. I'm out. Like, share, subscribe. Sorry about my subscriber, my supporters list. I owe y'all one. I can't see the turn. Peace. Shit, can't even turn this motherfucker the fuck off. Goddamn.